Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So are you tired of writing the same code again and again? What if you could write it once and reuse it anytime, anywhere? That's the magic of Java methods. A method in Java is like a mini program within your program, a block of code that performs a specific task. It helps you break your big, messy code into clean, reusable chunks. Whether you are calculating interest, printing messages, or processing data, methods lets you organize your logic, reduce repetition, and make your code easier to read, test, and debug. With built-in methods like system.out.println and custom methods you create yourself, you gain full control and flexibility over your Java programs. In this video, we will unlock the Java method work from defining and calling them to passing arguments and returning values. So get ready to write a smarter, cleaner code like a pro. So I hope you will be enjoying this video in which we will be learning about Java methods. So if you understand this video and if you understand this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's dive into it. Alright, so we are in the computer screen, and like I've told you that today in this video I will be telling you that what are methods in Java. So a method is a block of code which only runs when it is called, and that's really simple. You can pass data known as parameters into a method. Methods are used to perform certain actions and they are also known as functions. So that's really important, that methods are used to perform certain action and they are also known as functions. Like functions we use in Java and in other languages as well, like Python and JavaScript. Why we use methods? To reuse code, define the code once and use it many times, we use methods. How to create a method? So a method must be declared within a class. It is defined with the name of the method followed by parenthesis. Java provides some predefined methods such as system.out.println. This is also, you can say, this system.out.println which we use to print things in Java. This is also a method, you can say, and in second word we also say it as a function. But you can also create your own methods to perform certain actions. And how we can create our own methods? That's the way. First of all, you need to create the class which is already created, so you don't need to create if you have created the file of main.java. So you will be getting this public class main automatically created, and after that you need to create this static void and you need to write your method name. You can give any name to your method. In this case, in this example here, the method name is my method. So now we need to see it practically, that how we are using method and how we will be getting the output when we are writing anything in our method here. So you need to write the code which you want to be executed. So for that I will be opening my NetBeans IDE, because you all know that in the previous videos as well, when we were just working with Java, so we were using this NetBeans IDE. And if you are a beginner starting with Java, so I will prefer you to use this IDE. So I have removed the start page here, and when we were just working on the arrays here, so we were just working on these all things, so I have removed this, and you can just see we are getting public static void main file, main thing already created here, public class main. So now this time we don't need to create this thing, we need to directly create our method here. So how you can create your method, I will be telling you, so you don't need to worry about anything here. So for creating method, you need to just take care about the indentation thing here. So that's the reason I have pressed enter from here, so that I can get all the indentation enters here thing. And after that, moving on to my Word document, I will be copying this class, or you can just directly copy this static void here, because already we have written this public class main, so we will be not needing it now. And then I will be pasting it. After pasting this thing, I will be removing this static void, because this time we are using this static void, my method here. That's the reason we have removed the previous static void which we are getting. And now we have created my method here, means we are creating our own method. That's the reason I have written my method name as my method, but you can give any name to your method as I told you. Then moving on to Word document, if I show you that what things we can add in our method, but before that we need to understand that how we are creating this my method and what's the purpose to create it. So here is the example explained, that my method is the name of your method, and static means that the method belongs to the main class and not an object of the main class. You will learn more about objects and how to access methods to objects later in this tutorial, because it is, you can say, a advanced level thing. So in coming up videos I will be telling you that how you can just use this objects and how to access methods through objects object in later. Void means that this method does not have a return value. You will learn more about return values in later in this chapter. You just need to understand that the void which we are using here, if I show you, here we are using void. And why we are using this void? Void means that this method does not have a return value. If you don't want that, it should be getting, if your method, if you are creating and you want that this method should not be having any return value, so there I will be using void, but it's optional to use it. If you want return value, you can use. If you don't want return value, so you can use it, and if you want a return value, so you can remove void. It's not compulsory to use. Then how you can call a method here? To call a method in Java, write the method's name followed by 2 parentheses and a semicolon which we have created. In the following example, my method is used to print a text, the action when it is called. Inside main, call the my method function. So here in the inside this main function, or you can say inside this main file, we are creating our own method, and in this own method we are adding one text in which I have written I just got executed. So now we need to check if I'm adding this, you can say if I'm adding this thing here in my Java file and in my method which we have created, so we are getting this executed, this text I just got executed in my output or not. So moving on to my NetBeans IDE, I will be just pasting it. After pasting, I will be running this file, and if I just show you, you can just see we are getting you can say not an error but an information when we are running it. Class main does not have a main method. So it is saying me that you have created your own method, which is correct, but you have not given your main method to your class. And how we can do that? Moving on to my Word document, here is the way that how you can just define this public static void in which you can add your main things here, and then you can call your function here my method, so that the thing which you have written in your my method function should be called here, and you will be getting this output printed I just got executed. So I will be moving on to my NetBeans IDE again, and then this time I will be pasting it here. After pasting this, I will be removing this bracket here because I will be not needing this time. Removing this one as well because I have already created all the things, and I have called this my method function. I will be just take caring about indentation thing here, making it back. Then again I will be pressing backspace here, and then I will be take caring of the indentation again, and I have called my function my method because I have created it at the top. You need to add your own function name which you have created. If you have created your function name as my method 1, so you need to add here my method 1 as well. Remember, when you are writing your function name or when you are writing your method name here, so you need to add the name same as when you are calling it here. So after calling your function, you need to just run your file here. After running, if I show you, you can just see we are getting a text printed I just got executed, but because in my method function, or you can say in my method I have only written one thing, which is I just got executed in println function. So that's the reason we are only getting this text printed in my output. So I hope you understand that how we are calling this my method function and how we are creating our own function in Java. So moving on to my Word document, here a method can also be called multiple times. If you want to call one method multiple times, so how you can do that? Simply you can just use this example here in which I have written public class main. Again same things, you can just say all the things are same, but in this main string I have just written my method 3 times because I want this my method should be printed multiple times. So moving on to my NetBeans IDE, if I want this text, if I run it here one time, so you can just see we are only getting this text printed one time. If I want this text should be printed several times, only using this function my method. So how we can do that? Simply you need to just copy this my method here, and now you need to call it 2 more times so that you can get in total 3 times this I just got executed in your output. Just paste it here, again paste the same thing. After doing it, you need to run your file, and if I just show you, you can just see we are getting I just got executed 3 times printed in my output. And that's the way how you can print a function multiple times in Java. So I hope you understand how we are doing it and how we are getting our own function, or you can say our own method printed several times here. So moving on to my Word document, here you can just use some other examples as well by just adding in your my method function if you want to add here. And then moving on here, one note is written is like in the next chapter method parameters, you will learn how to pass data parameters into a method. Means moving forward I will be telling you that what are method parameters, how you can use it, because already now we have understand that how we can use methods, how we can create our own method or own function, and how we can call function using this my method thing here, or you can say using this main string or the file name which you are writing. And remember, when just in example I'm using public class main, but this main will be not really compulsory for you, because if you have written your file name as java.java, so you will be getting public class java here. main I'm getting because my file name is main. If I show you, you can just see my file name is main.java. That's the reason I will be adding this public class main. But if your file name is any different here, so remember you need to add public class and your file name here. So this is really important to add, because sometimes what people do, like they add public class main, and then when they are getting error, or when they are not getting any output or getting the information as I was just getting in a start, so they say that we are getting error, we are not getting anything running. So remember, when you are adding your public class, so it should be same as your file name which you have created. As I have created main.java, so I will be using main public class main here, like in the example I have used. So that's the way to do. And remember, you can create any method you want to create here. You can create a function with any name you want to create, but you need to call with the same name as you are creating here. You need to call it here with the same name as you are creating here. So that's the like, you can say, a simple thing which I was just telling you about, because it is really compulsory to do. If you're not doing these things, if you're just doing some mistakes here, so you will be getting error and you will be not getting these all things printed. So I hope you understand how we are just using these functions in Java, how we are creating our own functions, how we are calling functions, how we are creating our own methods, and that's the way to use methods in Java. So if you understand this video, and if you enjoyed this amazing tutorial in which we have learned about methods in Java, so remember to hit a like to this video. And if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can check out my all the other videos which I will be uploading in future. And remember to check out my other videos as well, which I have uploaded in this series of Java, from which you will be learning more other things like what are arrays, what are strings, what are variables, how we can use loops, how we can just use arrays with loops. So that are all the things which I have already covered up in this Java series. You can check that out if you want to. So just I will be meeting you in next tutorial or in next project using Java. So for today, goodbye.